It's Kathy here, everybody, and we are doing a wrap-up of April. That's right, it's over and done with. Plus, I'm doing my draw. Stay tuned and stick it out to the end.
Hi everybody, so now I am going to go through all my layouts from April. Oh my goodness, we're into May, and so that means all of April is going to have a quick review, and then the most exciting part is my celebration giveaway. So I'm going to work through all the layouts that I completed in April, and then at the very end I will do the draw for the people who participated in my hop. So that's all the creators and those who went and visited all the creators and left a message for the viewers. That's you. You might be the winner. I wonder if it is you. All right, so I am currently up to May 20 with my layout. So I'm well ahead, which is great because I have never achieved the 365 in 1 year. So let's see if this year is the year. All right, so we're going to kick it off today with a review of all my layouts that I did in April. I did a grand total of 35 layouts and videos to match every single one of these. So that's quite phenomenal. That's crazy. All right, everybody. So this one we're doing with Off the Board with pineapple papers. So I joined this hop for the first time this month and I loved it. I love going to Pinterest and getting inspired by all the wonderful creators out there. So this one here used up a whole lot of scraps, which was great. Built clusters. It was good. It was my children at Katoomba. So that was an awesome layout. This one here I just did because I wanted to do. I actually entered it on a challenge on Facebook somewhere. So this one here was a great layout. It was of my daughter. It's a bit of a grungy type of effect. It's ones I like to do. And as you can see, all die cuts. I know what it was. It was a Girls Down Under challenge and I had to use swaps, and these came from the lovely Mel. So I used this circular one here that my clock face is sitting on, and I used the camera, and they came from Mel, and it had to be swaps that you used on your layout. So that's the one I did there. That was a Girls Down Under one. This one here was a scrap lift car afternoon, and we were lifting a great layout here, as you can see. And I did this one of my son, and very, very special person, a teacher who was my infants when I was in kindergarten. So, oh my gosh, when I was 5, she was in charge of the K-2 at that time. And then I was lucky enough throughout my career to work with her as her supervisor, as her employer, and she also just was great with my kids all through that as well. So Laurie, very special teacher, amazing woman, very, very lucky. So that was a special layout, finally done. This one here, I had done this one for 52 weeks favorites photos, my daughter and son-in-law. Just love how this turned out. I like the 52 weeks challenge. I don't always get to it, but I really like it because it's free for all. You can do what you like. There's no rules. It's just scrap lifting or scrapping or creating a layout for your favorite photos. And it's meant to be favorite photo of the week. This one was because we'd been out that week, and I just love this layout, and it's just beautiful. Bit of mixed media, lots and lots of fussy cutting. This one here was for Scrap a Sketch, and it was sketch number 161, which I had to do the promo layout for. And I also used the printables from Scrap a Sketch that Lisa creates, and it was for the Easter show, and so that came together quite nicely. As you can see, the colors here reflect the colors of my photo. It was a great marriage for those there. This one, oh sorry, I'm just going to move these. They're going to fall if I put them over there for too much. So I'm going to go to the left this time. Okay, this one here was a 100 paper challenge. Yes, 100 patterned paper challenge, and also one for soul scrappers. So I put it onto a soul scrapper challenge for Easter, and it was also part of my 100 patterned paper challenge to use up my patterned papers. So this was the Easter bunny. That was a great layout. Here also is another It was a mood board for the 100 patterned paper challenge. Also with a Scrapbook Fantasies mood board, I just added in this one. I do love how this come together. It's very, very cool. There was an Easter hat parade at school with the Easter bunny. I really do like that one. Then I had this one here, which was Christmas in, and that was Christmas in April, of course. And this is my mum, and I used this one here to put a layout into an album of my mum, which was really nice. This one here was a double page. Okay, it was a rediscover your stash, and we had to use stickers on this one. So I used the big stickers here and the stickers here. I've got stickers on here. I've got stickers here. These are stickers as well. That's a sticker, word sticker. So I love how that came up with my daughter at work. And that was rediscover your stash one. So that's that layout. Then I had this beautiful one, and I just love it. And this one was a Scrapbook Fantasies product promotion layout of my daughter. I had to promote these color cutouts, but I also used the Boho Beauty range. So I just love how that one came out. It was a creative team layout. It's just beautiful. And I have purchased the frame ready for this one to hang on the wall. So that one's going to hang on the wall. It's not going in an album. I am putting that in a frame. Then I have this one, and it too is another Scrapbook Fantasies promotional layout using Boho Beauty. As you can see, I just love how that came together. That was for my daughter. You know, it's got stitching in it. I love it. It's got, oh, actually it was also for mixed media, I think, where we had to use ribbon. I'm sure that was mixing up when we had to use ribbon. What did I write on it? Oh, it was one of the mixed media things. We had to use ribbon. Can't remember what one it was. So anyway, I've got ribbon in here. I've got lace in here. Yes, that's what it was. We had to use up ribbons and lace. So that was one of the challenges that we had to do. And that's my layout. But it's also for Scrapbook Fantasies using Boho Beauty. I just love how that came together. Embossing was in there. Just a very, very pretty layout. I like that one. I'll have to look up what that one was for. Oh, this one here was for a, I think it was Rewind one for Creative Chaos in Tennessee. Shannon Keith had her 2,000 subscriber hop. We had to go back, recreate our first video, recreate our very first layout that we did for a YouTube video. And here you go. Here it is. Bin chickens. Of course. Of course I did bin chickens. Why would I do anything other than something bizarre? But I had done bin chickens back then with hexagons and clusters and vellum, and that's what I've done again. Bin chickens with clusters and hexagons, and the mood board colouring of the orange and the yellow and the 4 colours. Can you believe that? Bin chickens. Crazy, but there you go. That was a repeat. And a great hop with Shannon. That was fantastic. That was that one. Then I did this one, and this was a keeping it simple sometimes, starting with a base page. And this was my daughter with her friend at the Easter show. It looks like they're playing cow tipping, and I just had a bit of fun with this. Fussy cut out these and added it to it, but these were all scraps, and that was keeping it simple layout. Very easy layout to complete. Took little time to do, but looks really fantastic. Love how it turned out. Great for my daughter's album. Okay, then I had to do this one for a Scrap Lift Crafternoon, and this one, yes, this was the Scrapbooking Photographers one, and we created our own wooden background, created that wooden wood veneer myself, did all the die cutting and layering. This was a swap from Girls Down Under that fitted perfectly. Here was another swap from Mel, I think that was. And I've just put in the geotag. I love how that turned out, because look, Emerald Lake. That was when I was in Alaska, and we did the Yukon trip for one of our day trips, and it was fabulous. And look at that lake, just magic, and those mountains, fantastic. Can't get over the trees. I know someone here has told me that Australia's got those trees. No, they don't. Australia has trees that point up, and when we're there, these trees point down. It's a gravity thing. Cannot defy it, cannot beat it. I'm sorry, these trees were just magnificent. And that lake, beautiful. Love, love, loved it. Take me back. I would be there in a heartbeat. Okay, this one here I did for 52 weeks of 52 favorites, and this was when I went to see Snow White with my daughters. This was before we went into the movies. We had dinner and we were just hanging. So this was a fun layout as well. Nice and bright, nice and colourful. But as I said, of my daughters and myself, just before we went in to see Snow White on the pre-release girls' night out that we had that night. Then I have a Scrapbook Fantasies promo one here. This is the Sunny Days collection that I was promoting, and look at that. That's my Charlie girl. She's a beautiful rainbow lorikeet, and I use these papers here as my promo layout, and I just love how that came together. Charlie girl is beautiful. We thought she was a boy when I first rescued her, and it turns out she's actually a girl. She laid an egg 3 years after we'd had her. So Charlie girl is a hand-trained rainbow lorikeet. She loves getting out of the cage, but with the cats I have to be careful because Willa doesn't know how to deal with her now. Very, very tricky situation when she gets out of the cage these days. Here is another one from Easter. I love this. This is my fellow deputies and I at the Easter Hat Parade. These two, this is the substantive position, but she's on maternity leave part-time. She's the second DP filling the second half of her job, but she's also on maternity leave part-time. So it works well. The three of us work well together. It's a great combination. And this one was mad about mini pads, and I just love how this turned out with the folds and all the little pieces and patterns. It just is a great layout, and I just think I love the colors. It picks up the colors in the photo. It was a little bit tricky getting this sorted, but once you got it down, it worked really well, and I just love how that turned out. It's a fun layout for Easter. Very fun. This one here was I think this was Terry Rice. Yes, we had to scrap lift Terry to help her celebrate hers, and she had done this layout with all the strips of paper, so I used all my branding strips to do this layout, and I love how it came out. There's beauty and simplicity is so true. And this photo was just taken driving to work, and I just love how this one turned out. So congratulations, Terry, for your success in the last month. That has been amazing as well. So checking out all those people, it's amazing. This one here was a scrap lift afternoon. I'd actually chosen this layout that we were lifting, and it was in circles, but I had these Easter photos from last year, and I just thought I had this paper with the Easter eggs on it sitting on my desk, so I just thought, well, I'm going to go with Easter eggs, and that's how I did it. Yep, just shading in the ovals, putting the eggs in, and just building the layout, and I just like how that's turned out too. Just Eastery, very soft coloured for Easter. So that was last year's Easter. Then there was this one for the Stamp and Stencil Savvy. We had to stamp and colour and use our stencils, of course. So I stamped the frames and I cut them out and I coloured them. And so that's how these came into my layout. And look at that. It's just beautiful. It also was a Scrapbook Fantasies promo layout, I think, because it was using their island sands as well. So yeah, I used the island sands here, and look, I made a shaker up there. How cute. I'm starting to like making shakers. Very cute. Anyway, now we're moving on to another Keeping It Simple Sometimes, where I use the pre-made base to create the layout. I only had to add in the title, add in the die cuts and the few strips of paper here and the photo. Keeping it simple, making it effective. I like how it turned out. Nice and bright. The colours of the photo are reflected in the colours of the papers, and that is how it makes it work. So that was a Keeping It Simple one, and you couldn't get any simpler than that. That was amazing. This too was a keeping it simple sometimes, where I created from the base that I had prepared. All I had to add with the 3 tags here. The photos went down beautifully. I added in the title and just in those puffy stickers, and that's how that layout came together. Simple as, starting from a base page, keeping it simple sometimes. It's a great way to get pages done by having those pre-made bases ready to go. This one here was the Paper Fun Day Challenge up on the blog, and we had to use an image that we were supplied, and we got given this this ballerina one, and it was perfect for my daughter's photos here. I thought it just went beautifully. I actually blew her up larger than what she is. I believe she's a stamp, so she would only be a smaller stamp, but I actually blew her up. She was a digital, and I was able to do that, and I just love it. And I paper told her, so she is leveled and she's got some detail, and I just love how that's a cute little addition to that photo and that layout. So that was the Paper Fun Day Challenge. Oh, look at this one. I love this one. This is a 52 weeks challenge as well. 52 weeks, 52 favorites. The daily grind. This is what is my life. So every morning I've got my load up. I've got protein water. I've got my green juice. I've got my coffee. I have my diary, my mouse for my keyboard, my glasses case, my pen, and my page ready to go. That's my life, the daily grind. That's one desk that rules my life. The second desk is this one here. This is my craft desk. It rules my life. In a good way, not a bad way, in a good way. And I just like these snails. They're just so cute because it's a snail pace at work to get home to the real desk that I want it to be at. And that's how this has come together. A whole lot of banner tags there to create that circle. I love, love, love how that one turned out. Lots of scraps used up there. This one here was just another instructional one. It was made from a base that I created last year for gingers that I never got around to using. I wanted to use it. It is my daughter and my son-in-law before they got married. This was actually the day they got engaged. So just add glitter because that was when the ring became a reality. And so I just finished that one off, and it was like a keeping it simple sometimes because it was a pre-made base. All I had to do was add photos and embellish it, and it came up a treat. I love the colors in that, and as I said, it's just a fun little one that I did extra to use up that base. This one here was a Scrap Sketch promotional one where I used a promo layout from the premium range, and also some cuttable printables which I put in here. Plus I had the puffy sticker that said good morning sunshine, which was perfect because this photo is on my way to work one morning. Look how beautiful the colors in the sky, just perfect. And I used up some papers here, and that created a fun little layout which I actually do like. And you can see the clouds here and the clouds here and so forth. And I said, look, it looks like Shrek and Donkey. I swear that cloud looks like Shrek. Look, Shrek here. And there's Donkey. That'll do. That'll do, Donkey. Yep, that's what it reminded me of. That's why I took that photo. It was very cool. Oh, and you should see the photo that I took this afternoon on the way home. The cloud. Amazing. Wait for that one in coming weeks because I can tell you that cloud was phenomenal today. All right, our last chance to ride the Sydney monorail. This one here is for a scrap lift afternoon, and I just like the colors in this, how it came together. It was a very simple but effective layout. It was a scrap lift afternoon, and I'm liking how it all came together. I like when Nouveaux rest and they get piled because they give like a nail head to them, so it's pretty cool. I like it. Fussy cutting out the flowers, of course, adding in the foliage. I'm sorry, that's Ivy in the background. Obviously, the boys have come home or her mum has come home. So very soon it's going to get very loud, and I'm really sorry about that. This one here, it is from a Mix It Up Monday. So we had to use mixed media on our layout. So I've done some ink splatters here. I've done some inking here, and that's how I've done that for this layout. That's my Mix It Up meter. Oh, and I did some through the stencil through here. So I did some mixed media in that respect for Mix It Up Monday, and I like how that one turned out. And that was following a sketch. We get given a sketch we have to follow, and then we add our mixed media to it. And so that was me with the Wonka car at the city when it was Wonka fever time. This one here was from Tara's Hop. the Rainbow Crush or each month, and the month of April was yellow, my favorite color. And I fortunately captured this bee who was in a classroom when the children were doing NAPLAN, and it was perfect for these papers. And I just love how this came out. And so the color focus was yellow, and I just love it. This is a very, very pretty layout. So you want to go and see how it's made, you can go and check out the video. If you're new to my channel and you haven't already done so, and you've been looking at these layouts, go and check out the videos. But while you're at it, give me a subscription and you will be notified when all my new content drops. So that's a Rainbow Crush yellow. Okay, this one here was the Shape It Up, and we had to focus on squares in April. So this one has lots of squares, as you can see. Squares, 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 square, square photos, square frame. So it had lots of squares in the gingham. So I love how this came out, and it's my when I got to be a guest designer for Paper Rose Studio last month, the month before. So these are the photos of my guest role at Paper Rose Studio, which was a great privilege and honor. And I love being able to work with such amazing papers. So thank you, Paper Rose Studio. It was a perfect opportunity. I was really pleased to work with your papers and promote your products. So thank you very much. Okay, this one here is another Scrapper sketch. This one is a premium photo. It was promo. It was using their printables as well. I just love how this has come together. Did a little bit of string art in the background here, which I know triggered off string art in a few layouts from people thereafter, which was nice to see. And I just love how this all came together, and I love blue and yellow together. It's a great combination. My daughter and I on our cruise, it was a great day, and this was a perfect layout. Perfectly balanced, symmetrical, using the squares to pop just that enough dimension. It is hybrid, it is from printables, and it just shows you that they can work and they do look great on a layout. Okay, the next one here, oh, this is my most recent Stretch the Sketch, and I love how that turned out. So we had our sketch and we had to stretch it across a double page, and I just love it. As a sister page to the one that I did with her writing the penny farthing. I just love how this has come out all together. All these papers, they're beautiful from Uniquely Creative. Amazing combination. Love, love, love how that's worked together. It's come out beautifully. Fantastic double layout. I just love it. And then the most important layout of the month. This was for my hop, because of you people, for all of you, my viewers, 500 of you subscribing. I held a 500 subscription achievement. It's a huge thing. It's great. I never, ever in my dreams thought that I would ever reach 500 subscribers, and I have, and it's all because of you for hitting that subscription button. I thank each and every one of you every single time you watch my video. I watch the views and I see how many people are viewing them. I see how many have been subscribed. I know that there are people who are watching that aren't subscribed, so hit that subscription button and push me up a little bit more. Let YouTube know that you like my content, and it will push me out further and bring it more to the front for you. The whole concept of my hop was that you had to scrap lift me. So this was one of my layouts that I did many years ago, and I rejigged it for a Wicked themed one. I love the colors of this. I just love how this turned out, and I do thank all the creators that played along. I am so lucky that so many people in the crafting community support me. I've learnt heaps from those amazing crafters out there. So I do thank each and every one of them. I am now going to do the most important part of this video, and that was to make the draw for these ones. So stay tuned as I get ready to show you who our lucky winners are from this, my 500 subscription hop. And I can't wait. One day, who knows, somewhere down the track in the future, I may be fortunate enough to hit the 1,000 mark. But it's up to you, your subscribers. I thank each and every single one of you. You are amazing. I love that you leave me comments. I love that I can interact with you. Please keep that up. I just enjoy getting your feedback. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want me to change. Let me know what you want to scrap. You know, I'm here to share. And I just want you to follow me also on Facebook under Kathy Loves to Scrap, where you can put what you've created from inspiration and share with the wider crafting community. I really would be loving to see what you create. So now let's get on to the important thing, because you all want to know who the winners are. We all do. Remember, if you are the winner, you need to make contact with me either through Facebook or Messenger, or you can use my email address, which is attached to this YouTube channel, and I will organize the $25 voucher for you for being such A, great subscribers and following along with the hop, or B, a great creator who did a magnificent job in helping me push out my channel and celebrating with me 500 subscribers. So that's the month of April. Now we're moving into May very, very fast, and I can't wait to see what other pages come out throughout May. So without further ado, let's get to the draw.
Okay, so I added everybody who went to my video and watched my video, plus I added extra entries for 2 other video watchers who went to every single video and commented on every single video. And the winner is Natalie Caveni 9405. Congratulations. As to the creator one here, this is all the people who played along with me and created a video to celebrate my 500 subscribers, and the winner is my scrapbooking table. So with the 2 wonderful winners here today, make contact with me either on Facebook, I'm at Kathy Loves to Scrap, or through my email here on YouTube, and we can organise your prizes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you real soon on the next video.